Hello ladies and welcome to your health and safety video. This is where I'll be sharing my top tips on how you can stay safe and also make the most of your online yoga classes. Top tip number one, practice ahimsa. This is to be kind to yourself. So that means no comparing and despairing. Top tip number two, do what feels right for you. That means going into a pose with strength and ease and focusing on how the pose feels for you internally and not how it looks on the external positions. One suggestion I would make is that begin by entering a pose at about 50% your ability and then build upon that. Therefore, you'll know what your capacity is and where your limits lie. Top tip number three, follow the ooh, ow method. Now that should be plain and simple, but if it isn't, let's explain it. If you're in a pose and it feels good, you normally make a sound, and that's good. And we're all right with that. If you're feeling a little ooh, that means you may need to pull yourself out of that pose and rest and try again. But if you are feeling and ouch, we don't want that. That is pain, and there is no pain in this game. So please come out, recalibrate yourself, rest if you need to, and start again. And you can always pause at any point in the video, so please take advantage of that if you need to. Top tip number four is to take the opportunity during these classes to check in on yourself, to listen to your body, to understand where you are mentally and physically, and to understand the language that your body is using to communicate with you. Many of us feel aches and pains, and again, this is a language of the body so that we can listen and hear what she needs from us. So take that opportunity while you can during classes. A few health warnings to end the video. If you suffer with blood pressure, where be it high or low, the most important thing for you to do is take it slow, especially if you are raising or lowering your head. Please take your time and do it in a very controlled, slow manner. If you are pregnant, I would advise you to not come into these classes because I can't watch and offer you adjustments. These are pre-recorded. So for pregnant women, these classes would not be suitable. And finally, if you are on your menstruation, I would suggest that you avoid any position, especially at the start of your menstruation where your uterus is higher than the rest of your body. So, for example, if your uterus is tilted up and your head is lower, as is in, for example, bridge pose. Right, well, I hope you found the top tips and the advice useful. Now let's get on to some exercise.